Welcome back to the Bellied Up podcast. I'm Miles, you betcha guy, here with Charlie Berens. Charlie, your hair's looking good today.
Thank you, Miles. Thank you very much. I didn't pay you to say that. You said that the last time we were recording, and I got to tell you, I'm not wearing a hat. That's how you can know I'm feeling confident in my hair.
I like that.
Yeah.
Charlie, where are we at?
Well, Miles, we are clearly at the Garden Grill and Pub
And I like it.
Bemidji, Wisconsin. Or Bemidji, Minnesota. Bemidji, that was a total accident.
Sacrilegious. You know what I like about the garden is they didn't go garden bar and grill like everyone else. They went grill and pub. They flipped it, and I like that.
The old GG and P.
Mm-hmm.
Rolls off the tongue instead of GP and G.
Yeah.
GG and P.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Here's what I like about it. I like the wooden bar top.
Yep.
Love a good wood bar top. That's great. And beyond that, you got checkered ceiling and checkered floor.
Do you know why? NASCAR, baby. It's a NASCAR bar. So you got a checkered flag ceiling.
Oh, that's
floor.
a checkered flag. You know what? You can also like get big size checker and chess pieces and play on the floor.
They could play checkers, yes.
Yeah,
yep.
or on the ceiling, which could be darts, dart checkers. So you get darts that are all the. Oh, never mind, because then you got to pull them down. Yeah. Well, it's a
put some fishing line
starter.
on it. You can put some fishing line on it.
Yeah. We could figure it out. But I think like with darts, you don't want like pokey things on the ceiling because that could fall and then.
Well, that's part of the thrill of coming to drink at the bar. Then you never know when you're going to get impaled on the top of your head with a dart.
Have you ever gotten a dart stuck in your head?
No.
One time when I was a kid, we were throwing it, and my brother got one just stuck right there,
like a metal tip.
Yeah, it was dangling.
Oh.
I don't know how it worked either because it must have got him just right, something like that. Oh. Wasn't a dart, it was a pencil. And I got it thrown in my face, and then it was dangling. I went and showed my mom. My brother got it after that.
I like that, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
Charlie Tattletale Berens. You know?
I mean, I was like, it looked cool. It was sticking out of the head, you know? So, anyways. Do
you ever do the thing in school where you take a mechanical pencil and stick it on your skin and spin it? And then someone else flicks it and the lead stays in your arm?
No.
You ever do that?
No.
You haven't lived until you've done that. Did you do that? Tyler? You do the lead pencil with the flick and it stayed?
Tyler, do you mind at some point today going to the CVS getting a mechanical pencil? I'd love to try that today.
There's someone out there who's done that.
Well, you guys let us know if you've done that. Call in sometime. With a video. I think we should do FaceTime calls at some point.
We could.
I mean, that would be kind of fun. See what they're doing while they're doing it.
Yeah, that could open a can of worms.
Huge can of worms. It could be like what?
But I'm kind of here for cans of worms.
Kind of be like that website roulette.
Hey, let's go fishing.
Yeah.
Let's open a can of worms.
Should we see if someone would FaceTime today? Then you'd have to record the FaceTime. It's probably a whole thing. Anyways,
hey, that's a future. We'll put that on the list of stuff we'll do in the future.
But let's not work too hard today, Miles.
Jake's looking at me like, guys, let's not do that.
I think it could be good.
It's a lot more work for him.
Yeah. But anyways, okay. Well, hey, I wanted to bring up something. We went out to dinner last night at a place, and it was my first time ever going there, and they don't have them in Wisconsin. What's the name of it again?
It is the Green Mill.
The Green Mill. My first Green Mill experience. Green Mill is...
I love how you're bringing this up like this is some like iconic moment for you when the Green Mill is just kind of an underwhelming restaurant.
Underwhelming.
Okay.
Did you not walk inside the same place I walked inside?
Maybe your experience was different than mine.
Miles.
Explain what you felt about the Green Mill.
It was like Perkins had a love child with Applebee's while BW3's cucked. I mean, it was... It was a wild experience. Food was phenomenal, if a little salty, but you know what? Salt is good for your thyroid. And
good for cramps as well. You can't be cramping up on a full day of podcasting.
No, you can't.
No.
And I'll tell you, I had some wild dreams last night, and that's how you can tell you had a good dinner.
Are you
have
sure
wild
that
dreams.
had something to do with?
I did not smoke reefer. I did not do it.
Green Mill, or was it your recreational activities afterwards?
My recreational green mill. No, I did not do that last night. I was too tired. I went and worked out, and then I went to bed. And wild dreams. So thank you to the Green Mill for those, and very friendly staff. There was a gal at the bar. This was interesting. Gal at the bar bought us a beer.
Yep.
All of us, one beer. And the beer that was dropped off, it didn't go all the way to the top.
Yeah, it was, like you pour a beer, you should have about an inch of head on it or whatever. And then when the head goes away, kind of like his beer there.
Yeah.
Like that's about how full it should be after some head goes down and all that. It was about halfway full, I felt like.
Yeah, and you should have a scotch ahead on it still if you're getting a fresh beer.
If it's fresh, yes.
This felt like not a fresh beer.
It felt like the person that sent it over was drinking that beer and decided they wanted to leave but didn't want to finish the beer, so they sent it over to us.
Which I appreciate.
Yeah.
And we drank it. There was no rooflin. So anyways.
Yeah, maybe that was why you had a crazy dream last night.
Oh, yeah. Now I'm putting the pieces of the puzzle together.
Different recreational activities.
Well, you win some, you lose some, Miles. Anyways, I love the Green Mill. I give it a 4.7 stars out of 5. Which is,
That is...
Were we not at the same place last night, Miles?
Apparently not. Apparently you had too much Roofalin in your system.
Oh, stop it. I thought it was wonderful. Wonderful place. We had a nice conversation.
It's a solid place.
It's a solid spot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But anyways, a lot more things to see here in Bemidji. I'm going to go over to the Paul Bunyan Museum, I think.
Are you? No,
yeah.
Paul Bunyan Land, correct?
Is it Paul Bunyan Land?
Oh, museum. Okay. Yeah. Brainerd is Paul Bunyan Land. I apologize.
Yeah, it'll be great. So that's what I'm going to do. And I like your hat.
Thank you.
Yeah. Should we take some callers?
I think we should.
Let's do it. Hello.
This is Madison.
Madison, how are you?
Hi. Great. How are you guys?
We're doing great. Thank you for calling in. Can you belly on up to the bar and let us know what's on your mind?
Sure. So I'm calling in about my husband's golf habit.
His habit? You're already off to a bad start with that one. We already, you're setting the table. Not his hobby, his habit.
Yeah.
Like his habit.
That's actually to the husband, it's a hobby. To the wife, it's a habit that he needs to kick.
Yeah. Are these golf clubs made of cocaine? What's going on here?
I have no idea. He's trying to get me into it too. Like he bought me a whole set and everything.
He's pushing golf on you. Yeah. He's a golf pusher.
Yeah.
It's like peer pressure to do drugs, but the drug is going on Saturday morning and getting pissed off with a club in your hand.
Hey, just try this iron real quick. Come back over here.
Yeah.
I want to show you this. Put this in your hands. So he's pushing golf on you. How's he pushing it?
Yeah. So he actually picked it up in January and was golfing with my dad. And ever since he's nonstop talking about it. And like I said, he bought me my own set of clubs. And every weekend he's probably going at least twice to go golf. Also, either by himself, with his family, or with friends.
Also, that is a patented guy who loves golfing move. Do some stuff to try and make it seem like you want your wife to come along, just so that it covers your ass. I did this. Get Ann some clubs.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, you should come with, and then she gets bored after 3 holes, and then if you just do that once every couple months, you're like, I'm trying to do this with you.
Yeah, it becomes her fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It becomes her fault for not wanting to go.
That it's because. He keeps saying that it's because now, I just had a baby back in July. It's our second girl. And he's like, oh, it's a time for us to spend time together without the girls.
This guy has got it. He's hitting all the check boxes. That's a great move. Well, I mean, he wants to spend time with you. What can you argue with that?
Do you think he legitimately?
I can't.
Do you think he legit wants to spend time with you, or are you thinking that this is going down Miles's deal here? What's your hunch?
I think it's a little bit of both because he really does like it. But at the same time, like, I don't see him all that often during the week. I'm a stay-at-home mom. So, like, I'm home with the kids all day. And he's like, oh, come on, let's go golf. Let's go have, like, a drink and then, play a few holes and get out of the house and relax. And
I'm starting to wonder what's the problem with that.
I am too.
Sounds actually pretty nice after a whole day with the kids at home.
Yeah, it does. I mean, you guys can get a babysitter, all right?
Yeah, we have my mother-in-law.
Oh.
She's great.
Oh, so he's bringing the babysitter too and getting you the clubs?
Oh, no. Like, yeah, I mean, I guess.
Well, what do you
guess.
what do you like golf?
Yeah,
you don't like
problem?
golf. I get it if you don't, but just let us know.
I don't know. It's just weird because, like, I don't know. I like it, but at the same time, I like sitting in the cart more, I guess. Just like being there, not necessarily playing.
I mean, that is a absolute, like, dream for a guy.
Yeah. I mean, then he's not chasing your balls all the way around.
I hate to break it to you. When you don't hit it very far, it takes twice as many shots as it does for him to get to the green. It drags on a little bit. So if you just want to ride the cart, he's not going to be mad about that at all.
No. Yeah, that's even more ideal.
Right.
So I let me ask you this. What would you want to do on the weekend if not play golf?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't really think about that because, like, all my free time is spent with the kids.
Well, I feel like maybe your husband's trying to tell you that you deserve a life outside of the kids, and he's trying to, if you don't have something you're passionate about, this is what, he's giving you an option. And
probably it.
Yeah, so you said to call in to complain, but what's the real root of this issue? What's
This is turning into an advice thing, I guess. So, like, do I try to get into it or do I just hang back? You know what I mean?
Well, why? I mean, do you not want to go?
I mean, I do. Don't get me wrong. But I don't want every outing that we have to become a golf thing.
Okay. All right.
That's fair.
That could be negotiated, no problem.
Yeah, I think you just got to come out strong with one of your hobbies. What do you want to do? You say you don't know, but think about that. Do you like a nice night out on the town? Do you like a little couples massage? Let's get into it.
About that.
What, you've talked to him about that?
I mean, the stuff I do is like home stuff. So, like, I'm really into like sewing and cooking. I guess we could go like do a cooking class, or do something like that together.
Yeah,
I think your husband has dug into his hobby, and now I think it is your time. You have put in so much work with the kids. You deserve to dig into your hobby. Get weird with it too. It could be cooking.
How weird, Charlie.
Oh, I went to a nude painting class the other day, and I gotta tell you, I'm not half bad at drawing the nude body. Okay, so you can go there, just explore, for God's sake.
So, who was the model for this nude?
Random person. This was a legit class.
Guy or girl?
This was a gal.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's
Did you exaggerate any features in your drawing?
No,
Did you take an artistic approach?
It's really not a sexual thing, Miles.
No, I'm not making
I mean, your closed-mindedness is telling me that you're gonna make some pecker and titty jokes about this. But what I'm telling you, Miles, it's the human form, man. You're looking for the lines.
Did you do this by yourself?
No, I did with Randa.
Okay,
it was Randa's idea, but just get wild with it. And did you know I was a model for those at one point when I was broke?
You told me about that.
Yeah. So anyway,
no way.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I can show you some of the art that it was for senior citizens. But that's part of the reason
Charlie,
you don't major in journalism, because you will need to take off your clothes for money. But
Charlie was the model in that class, and he got up on the little platform for everyone to start drawing him, and they all had to scoot their easel closer so they could get a better look.
That's a small wiener joke. And Miles, I wasn't fully nude on that.
Oh God,
so.
I'm gonna need some binoculars. I need to. If I'm gonna draw the details on this, I gotta scoot closer.
Miles, this is a mother of two on the phone calling for actual advice, and you're making wiener jokes. I'm trying to keep us on track.
I apologize.
So, my phone cracked. Oh, there. Sorry, my deal cracked a scotch. But so let me ask you, aside for cooking, should we do a little other exploring? What else what do you like? Aside for your kids, aside for the cooking and the sewing?
I like running, but that's kind of a solo thing.
No, it's not.
Have you ever heard of running clubs are super popular right now?
Yeah, you guys go get that runner's high together, come back, baby number 3, just like that.
Oh, man. Yeah, I used to run a lot before I had the 2 girls.
Okay. What do you...
I've done like 5 half marathons, but I don't know, getting back into it.
Yeah. Well, why don't you do it with your husband? Get him a pair of running shoes. He got you some clubs.
I tried. So I tried to do that a while back, and he's faster than me. First of all, he leaves me in the dust. And second, he's just not really into it.
Yeah.
Huh.
He's just not. Yeah.
So at the end of the day.
Okay, so let's say.
Go ahead.
Let's say I get into golf. Okay. I've booked us a trip for Hilton Head in April.
Oh.
Let's say I get into it. Like, I don't know. I think it would be fun, but at the same time, I'm like, there's a trade-off. There's a certain point that, like, your hobby starts becoming your habit, like we talked about, right?
Your hobby becomes your habit. So you're worried you're going to like golf too much? What's so bad,
Maybe.
No, she's more so just complaining that it's taking up too much of his time.
Okay.
This is a tale as old as time.
Yeah.
This is an eternal struggle between husband and wife. Guy learns that golf is the greatest sport on planet Earth. He makes it his entire personality. His wife hates it. And you guys are going to go on like this forever. This is just how life goes. This is how the world works.
I'm going to live my life then. Oh,
yeah.
Now I see it. Now I see the problem. You want more time with your husband, especially since he's working all week. You're with the kids. You want time with your husband.
Yeah.
He wants time with his clubs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and when it's nice outside, he's outside working on the farm. So
now,
I barely see him as it is.
I'm going to say something to you that I said to the gal that cuts my hair. She was doing this. She was doing this exact same thing to me while I'm getting my hair cut. Did I want to talk about other stuff while I was getting my hair cut? Absolutely. But she starts telling me about how her husband has made golf a habit. And this is almost a carbon copy conversation. And I looked at her through the mirror, obviously, because she's cut my hair.
Yep. Classic.
And I said, why do you want to take away the thing that makes us feel alive?
Wow. You said that to her?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
And she said, you sound exactly like my husband.
Yeah. I was going to say, good thing she was cutting your hair, not trimming your beard with a straight razor, you know?
That would have been bad.
Yeah.
Right to the jugular.
Oh, yeah. Leave you bleeding out.
That's a question. Why do you want him to not do the thing that makes him feel alive? Because when I'm on the course and I'm breathing the fresh cut grass and I'm swinging with all my might and throwing my back out and getting pissed about whiffing and topping it and chunking it, that's when I feel alive.
I didn't think about that, I guess.
Well,
I just think about the fact that he's gone doing something,
it's
not at home.
Let me come to your defense on that. And Miles, golf, think of all the hobbies out there. Think about the ones that take the longest amount of time. Golf is it. Like if golf had something like where if you're like, I'm going out on a run and you had that version for golf, that's probably a different story.
Charlie,
like if there's 3-hole deal.
Answer me this question. Is life not about collecting experiences that make you feel alive?
Yeah, I would say so.
And if that makes him feel alive, that's what living's all about.
Yeah, but his wife is sitting here saying, I want me to be the one to make him feel alive, so he doesn't want to spend 10 hours a weekend on the freaking golf course.
I don't have an answer for you on that one. I don't know how
Oh, man. But that's the wild thing with golf, though. 18 holes. Oh, my God. I'm kind of with you on this because I'm done playing golf after 3 holes. It's fun for 3. And then I lose it. But anyways, I think we see the deeper issue here is, you and your husband are going to have a little chit chat, maybe while you're in the golf cart, put them in the right state of mind, and then, see if you can knock it down.
Maybe get him a couple 2-tree beers.
There you go. And then get down to it of like, I wish you, were as passionate about the time you spend with me as you do with your putter.
And I want you to remember that marriage is all about keeping score and having leverage over the other person. So you need to level the playing field and get some leverage back so you can steal an extra night with them doing something else and go paint some nude people.
Yeah, that's fun, by the way.
Find a way to get the leverage back in your corner.
Okay.
Do a little negotiating.
I guess women are good at that, though.
Yeah, do a little negotiating. He's going 3 times a week. Negotiate. Maybe you could withhold sex, and say, hey, we're not doing sex unless you can give me one more night back. And I think his tune's probably going to change a little bit.
And the good news is you can find plenty of scorecards at the golfing range.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Here to help.
Well, you have a good day.
All right, you too. Thanks
luck.
for calling in. We appreciate you.
All right. See ya.
Bye-bye. Oof.
What makes you feel alive, Charlie?
God, thanks for asking, Miles. I'll tell you something that makes me feel alive. I'll tell you something right now.
It's not good, Charlie. This isn't good.
Why?
You can't just name it right off the top of your head.
No, I got a lot that makes me feel alive. Well, you told me I can't talk about bird watching anymore.
No, you can. That makes you feel alive.
You ever? Yeah. It certainly does.
And how would it feel if your girlfriend told you can bird watch as much?
Oh, I'd be like, or getting on a bike, and just going through the woods, with just a small toke of something, or a small little bit of the tuss.
Yeah.
What
if she told you couldn't do that as much? That'd be upsetting to you, wouldn't it?
Yeah. No, I get it. Here's the thing, though, Miles. In her defense, golf takes so freaking long, dude. Like, you can't just be like, that's my hobby.
And the thing is like, if you're listening to your guy who golfs a lot, read the room. You gotta be paying attention to make sure you're hitting the right quota on the family and the golf thing. I had a tough pill to swallow. You have a kid, you don't get to golf as much.
I think that's a thing that does golf kind of a disservice to a degree. Like, if you had a thing where you could just go out for an hour, hit 3 holes, and come back, it's probably much more manageable. But if you're going out, you're spending the money. So you're like, I'm not just going to do 3 holes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, as a golfer, would you like something like that?
There isn't in Fargo. There's a 3-hole loop.
Oh, is there?
And like on a Wednesday morning, right when the course opens up, I'll just go play 9.
Yeah.
So there's ways to do it.
Yeah, you can incorporate it in your
it's all about moderation, Charlie.
With your habits.
Yeah.
Yeah. I suppose that is true.
If you're into drugs, just do them in moderation.
Yeah, I don't do drugs. Don't give me that look, Miles.
I'm not giving you a look. You were talking, so I was looking at you.
I don't like the insinuation, Miles. I'm also there are too many TVs in bars these days. I get so easily distracted.
Should we take another call?
Yeah, let's do it before I go off on this like power man or Iron Man suit this guy's wearing.
This is Ian.
Ian, what's good, my guy? Belly up to the bar. What's on your mind?
Oh, well, I'm here in La Crosse, Wisconsin, and last week we just had the Oktoberfest.
Classic.
And it was a good time, but one of my buddies, we'll call him Brad, so I don't call him out. had himself I would say an interesting time on Saturday.
What'd Brad do?
Well, Brad was pretty liquored up on the Leinenkugel's Oktoberfest, and we were on 3rd Street, and he decided he really needed to go to the bathroom. Didn't quite feel like finding an actual bathroom, and he decided to do the number 2 behind the bar in between a couple dumpsters.
Really? Really?
So I thought he was going to say he just was urinating in public, but
Brad went the full deuce.
No.
Dropped a deuce.
So Brad
He went a full deuce. He dropped the lederhosen and took a number 2.
So this guy took a dump between the dumpsters. I mean, good spot to do it.
Yeah.
It's
Don't call it a dumpster.
Yeah.
You don't want people doing that.
You should not be putting 2 dumpsters right next to each other on Oktoberfest for,
No,
it's really not even
a
his fault.
recipe for disaster.
It is, absolutely. Now, did he eat something that kind of led to this situation, or is Brad kind of known for dropping a DZ in?
Yeah, is this his signature move?
Because some guys, this is their thing. They get off on it. It's their kink.
Well, I don't think Brad's ever done this. He usually does pretty questionable stuff whenever he visits the Crosse, but never this. And on top of it, to make matters worse, when he dropped said deuce, he also dropped his wallet and left it there.
So
Didn't know and had to go find it later.
Back to the scene of the crime.
He literally left evidence and then gave them an exact way to find him.
Oh man.
Yeah. Not good.
Not good at all. Did he find his wallet eventually, or do we need to put out a wallet alert?
Well, after he told me, I said he was drunk enough and that I was taking him back to my house so he could sit and think about his decisions he's made. And
wipe.
we Ubered home.
You had to go home, sit about what he did, and wipe.
And so we get home, and that's when he realized he didn't have his wallet anymore, and he started panicking. Made me call the Uber and see if it was in the Uber back seat, and then he wound up just hightailing it back to 3rd Street, back to where all the festivities were, and he found it.
You know what I hope you do with Brad? If you haven't done this already, I hope you put him on the leash, take him over to the deuce spot, put his nose in it, and tell him no, 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 no. And then you walk him back home and put him in a cage in the basement. He'll learn his lesson.
Well, see, and that's partially why I called, is because I'm actually headed up to Brad's house tomorrow to do some hunting on his land. And we haven't seen each other or spoken since this situation.
Here, I
don't know what to say to him.
Oh, it's not about saying anything. We're an action podcast, Charlie. We're doers here. We're not don'ters.
Uh-oh.
And you're not going to say a word about the incident. What you're going to do is you're going to go to his hunting shack and you're going to do an upper decker in his toilet.
Oh.
That'll be the ultimate payback.
Wow. Miles,
my gosh.
I would say I didn't know you had that in you, but that actually makes a lot of sense. Mm-hmm. In fact, I'm a little jelly. I didn't think of that one myself. Yeah, the old upper decker.
Right, so I got to just go surprise him.
Now, Miles, for those in the audience, hopefully not kids, who don't know what an upper decker is, can you describe?
You just take the lid off the top of the toilet and you climb a couple steps and let her go and cover her back up and on your merry way.
Uh-huh. And then how do you clean that eventually?
That's not your problem because it's Brad's house.
Yep, that will be payback is best served.
Now, if this does happen to you, just grab an ice fishing ladle, to get the extra ice out of the hole, and you should be able to get it out of there.
Spoken like a guy who's had a few upper deckers done to him.
All right, I'll do it for him.
All right.
Do it.
Well, do it. Send us a picture, would you?
No, don't. No, I don't think.
We'll take a picture. We appreciate that. And do us a favor. Tell Brad that we say hi. And
now I do got one more question.
Oh,
about
you
Brad.
got follow up about Brad.
You said Brad's been doing some questionable stuff for years. What are some other stuff that he's been doing?
Oh, he was up earlier this summer for my birthday, or down, I suppose, because he's from the Northwoods. And we left him to find love at a hopeless place, I guess.
Which
and he did.
Club?
And when we not a strip club, just another one of these bars here in La Crosse.
Oh, okay.
And when we found him, he was polka dancing in a completely empty bar, and the bouncers were yelling at him to get out of there with this young lady. And she had proclaimed herself to be called Sexy Lexi.
Sexy Lexi.
I like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That rhymes.
Yeah.
I thought you said he was
he's not talking to her anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, you usually don't talk to a sexy Lexi past the one night.
She's a one night polka dance, you know. That's what it's all about.
She's used to two-stepping alone. Let's put it that way.
What else did Brad do? I like Brad. He's sounds like kind of a legend.
Brad should call in. Well, I want to hear this from Brad's perspective. After the upper decker,
I think you boys would get along with Brad. Yeah. Brad's just been a bit of a wild card throughout life, I guess. I've known him since our freshman year of college, and he's he gets himself into some situations, I would say.
Well,
give us
that's all I can really say.
And you need a Brad in your friend group, because when you mess up, he makes your mess up not look bad at all. You know what I mean?
He's the grand equalizer.
Let's say you got kicked out of a bar. Well, Brad shit in the alleyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's like, oh, that's not so bad.
But Brad, that's actually not even the worst part. Is Brad did something probably just as bad this same weekend.
What?
We were all sitting there drinking, and I look over and I say, "Oh, Brad, come here." And he's like, "I can't." And he just keeps walking away with this lady. Brad was getting a little busy in the bathroom, is what the bar manager then told me. Receiving some quality time, I suppose, from a lovely lady. And the bar manager walked into the bathroom and saw it and kicked them both out. And that was the same weekend, the day before.
This Brad guy is a real character.
Brad can't be trusted to drink alone, like be left to himself when he's visiting La Crosse.
La Crosse really brings that out of people. So
I didn't know La Crosse was kind of the Midwest Vegas. I didn't realize that's what's happening.
Brad stayed there one more day.
It really
probably go out on a bumpkin or something. But.
Well, that's what I was wondering.
He'd be arrested, probably.
Yeah.
Or he would just like find his way to get the keys to the city. I feel like Brad could go either way, you know, either something really bad or like just stumbles into a situation where he's like, I don't know what's happening.
Where somehow he's a hero, where he takes a dump behind the dumpster and a criminal's running through and slips on his dump. And then all of a sudden.
Kind of a Mario Kart banana situation.
Yeah. They're like, who took this dump? And then they see his wallet. This is our hero.
He's the hero of the town.
He's not the hero we asked for, but the one we got.
He's the brown bandit.
The brown bandit. Oh, man. Tell Brad the next time he goes to La Crosse to stay the hell away from that river.
I should.
Yeah, it's a dangerous river, and Brad seems like the kind of guy that might want to swim across it. Well, do us a favor. Tell Brad that we says hi. Yep. Put it on top of his hunting shack toilet. Just a little stick-it note that says from compliments of Miles at the Bellied Up Podcast.
Compliments of the Bellied Up Podcast.
Yeah. And tell him to call in here. We want to get Brad's take on this. He could be a very normal guy, and you could just not only be telling us the craziest things.
Well, he's kind of like Ed Helms on The Hangover. He's a dentist, total normal guy, but then when he starts drinking, he turns and he's got demons. He's a total wild man.
Yeah.
I feel like that's Brad.
Yeah. Brad. I don't think Brad's a bad guy.
That is Brad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you calling in today. I think, it's nice to know that other people got Brads in their friend group.
It's a grand equalizer.
So
Absolutely.
Thanks for calling in, man. We appreciate it.
Thanks, boys.
And good luck hunting. And good luck with the old upper deck situation.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you, boys.
Shoot them straight, my guy.
You watch for deer now, all right?
You too
Absolutely.
now. Shoot lower than you think. They crouch. I gotta say.
I would like to drink with Brad. It sounds like a good time.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of like, so you get a Brad and they're either like a great time or they're like, they hit that peak and you're like, I can't handle Brad anymore.
Yeah, it's like a sweet spot Brad, you're thinking. Yeah.
Sweet spot.
And then he falls off the ledge and you're like, all right, time to get him home.
Yeah, that much energy.
But don't get him an Uber on your account.
That's how your star rating goes down.
And you're paying $200 for a cleaning fee of some sort.
And with a Brad, it might not just be the vomit in the back seat. Ay. Man, to get kicked out of a bar for getting whatever he was getting, and then
sloppy toppy,
and then at this next week just deucing and losing your wallet. I mean these are clearly college buddies, and Brad fell victim of associative regression. Of a what?
Associative regression.
What the hell?
So when you are associating with people, you regress to how you used to act when you used to hang out with them.
Oh, that's why I'm such a jerk when I'm around my family.
Correct. Yeah. You act like you did when you were 12.
Yeah. I act like a big brother. I like that. That's fun. So I can just blame it on that.
Yeah, Brad's just back in freshman year of college when he's in lacrosse.
Yeah. Well, sorry, honey, it was associative regression. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, it's like
I have a disease.
People on TikTok saying they have time blindness. It's like, no, you're just a piece of shit who shows up late.
Yeah, that's me. I didn't know I could say time blindness.
Yeah.
Time blindness.
Get a doctor's note and then you can be late for anything you want.
That's hilarious.
Well, should we take another one, Charles?
Let's do it, dude. Let's do it.
Charlie.
Miles.
Every Midwesterner knows him and loves him.
Who?
The shorts guy during winter.
Who?
The shorts guy.
Oh.
The guy who wears shorts all winter long.
Yeah.
We know him and love him.
We all have a shorts guy. Cargo shorts could be negative 10 degrees.
Doesn't matter.
Just calves out.
And his excuse is always, I run a little hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of like my uncle. He just sweats sitting there.
Yeah.
And, he's pretty brave going out in the winter without the shorts on.
Yeah, you can get frostbite that way.
Mm-hmm.
You can have that Jack Frost just nipping at your ankles.
And I think that
Achilles.
I think we should do a little toast to the shorts guy.
Toast to the shorts guy.
The Midwest winter shorts guy. We salute your bravery. We salute your service. And cheers to that. Tip it on back, shorts guy.
You're an inspiration to us all. All right, friends, listen up, listen right. The snow is falling. And the holiday season is in full swingers, but winter comes with the winter comes the chance of slipping and sliding and ripping and riding on the ice. And
doing the Midwest tango out there on the ice.
Doing the Midwest tiddly tango. You could get hurt shoveling the driveway. You could get hurt walking up some steps. You could get hurt if there's not enough snow melt, ice melt on the concrete. And if that happens, Nicolay Law is your guy. All right. They're going to save you the legal headaches. Now you got an injury. Someone's got to pay for that. Okay. And you pay for the insurance for this reason, but the insurance companies are going to be like, nah, screw you. That's where Nicolay Law comes in, because those insurance companies just like spend their money on their stupid commercials. Although I do like the gecko ones. Those are fun. Anyways, call Nicolay Law. He'll get you the money you deserve. So those insurance companies put money where they should put it, to you, not to their Super Bowl ads.
And their golf tournaments.
Yeah. And everything else. They're nonprofits. Anyways, guys, give Nicolay a call and watch for deer.
Welcome to the Bellied Up Podcast. Who we talking to?
Is this a you better guy to keep it going, fella?
What was that? Sorry, you cut out.
Oh, sorry, I'm hauling some foreign down some back roads. Says you better guy to keep it going, fella?
Yeah. The keeper going, fella.
My Lord. First time listener, long time caller. How you boys doing?
We're doing good. How are you?
Oh, man, I'm in a pickle. I'm trying to find an excuse to get out of this little company picnic, and I only got about 30 minutes.
Okay. All right. Well, where do you work?
Just a little family business that delivers flooring and stuff like that to new builds, but man, I don't care about hanging around with any of them. I just want to get my work done, go home, and I don't need a pat on the back. I need a few extra dollars.
Okay. So they don't have money to give you more, but they are throwing a pizza party. Is that basically it?
Well, they think it's fancy because it's crabs. I prefer pizza, actually.
Oh, this is a crab boil picnic? Is that what you're saying? Is that what he said?
Yeah, out at the warehouse. And I'm like, Jesus, it's Friday. I want to go home, have some beers, and get this shit over.
No, you need to understand it's all about company culture. And it's not about, giving people money so that they can live happily. It's about just throwing a pizza party or a crab boil, and that's just a Band-Aid that you can slap on culture.
Well, I'll tell you what, if I was promised someone break their leg, I'd be happy to go.
So you're not a crab guy.
I mean, I like it, but I'm not going to sit there and bust them open. I mean, maybe that's the trick of getting people to stay there. They chose a food that it just takes so long to eat one damn piece of it.
If you were to tell your boss something right now, and you couldn't get fired, what would it be?
Oh, it'd probably be I ain't a damn mover. Moving all that shit out of their store up in Vienna fucking killed me for 2 weeks. Took me off the job, and I mean, they were just trying to throw loose shit of mirrors. They took everything out of the building: lights, mirrors, bathroom sinks, because they don't even own the place. They're like, you know how much money we put into this? I'm like, why would you do that? You don't own this fucking place. So that was a headache. I'd probably tell them, don't do that shit again.
I feel like you should be running this company. I don't even fully quite get what you guys do, but I feel like
I would follow him into war.
I know. I know.
I feel like Miles might get the idea because he built his house. Did you show up when the flooring guy was delivering the flooring, or when they were installing it?
I
nice luxury vinyl planks.
Oh, I got some LVP. Oh yeah. I'm a millennial.
Sir.
That's all I do.
It's nice, actually ain't as heavy as the hardwood.
I'm a millennial. I do luxury vinyl plank, white cabinets, white painted brick, and white walls, and that's about it.
Oh, Jesus, sounds like an asylum in there. I couldn't do that. When are you going to build a house with all your torn money, Charlie?
I'm too busy. I was doing my own plumbing, and I flooded my place. So now I'm learning how to be a carpenter to fix my wood floors. That's where my money's going, man.
You got to just get some LVP.
I might get some LVP after you see this wood buckle. Good God. Yeah, wood and water, man, they don't go together. I'll tell you that much. So
yeah, neither does carpet.
No, yeah, that's even worse. Yeah, that's even worse. So you're just getting mistreated here, is what it sounds like. You're not getting the money that you did. What do you want? You want more money? You want more credit? What drives you?
More money would be nice. It's mostly like, leave me the hell alone if I'm out on deliveries. When I finish them, because I don't, I actually do my work and go home. I don't try to milk it or nothing like that. A few more bucks would be nice, and not doing shit that's not my job. I'll get a phone call like, hey, we need you to pick up these toilets. I'm like, well, I'm 2 states away, so I don't know how I'm supposed to do that today. But It's crazy. He needs another truck driver. We got another truck, but the door doesn't work on it. So I guess you need to get that fixed before you get another driver.
There's some problems at this company. I can tell we're just scratching the surface.
This company kind of reminds me of my dad's company a little bit, but he ain't ever doing any culture building. he ain't having a pizza party. He'll do he does do a Christmas party once a year at the bowling alley.
Oh yeah.
And then he gives them the way he gets them to show up is that he hands out the bonus checks at the party. Otherwise, I don't know if they'd show up.
That is a good question.
I'd love to hear a Dave story about a Christmas party.
Dave at a Christmas party. Dave's he doesn't love social events too much, so my
guy.
Yeah, he'll show up. He's kind of like you, honestly. You might be the Dave of your crew. He'll show up, he'll drink some beers, and then head home. But one year, I do got a video somewhere of him bowling a strike at the bowling alley.
Really?
Yeah, and he acted like it was no big deal.
Just walked right away.
Yep.
Like ready to go home.
Yep.
Well, come on now. What's a good excuse? What can I tell him? I've been on the phone with you guys for a while. It's about 22 minutes until it starts, and I'm probably 30 minutes away from it. I stopped at a Food Line and for about 30 minutes, and they asked me why, because I got GPS tracking, but I got to take shit. Porta John was filthy.
Oh yeah, GPS tracking is tough.
That sucks. So you want just an excuse to get out of this party? Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, because it sucks where I had to go park the work truck at the warehouse they're having it at, and then I got to sneak around the other side to my pickup and then try to drive by them without them noticing.
Okay. No, you got it. So you're at the place you're supposed to be dropping a deuce, right?
No, I actually left there, and now I'm just sitting on the side of the road.
Oh,
I don't want to lose cell service.
Nope.
I'm in the back roads right now.
Okay, stay right there. Stay right there and talk to us. You're good. What you're going to tell them is that you ate something terrible, and it couldn't even wait. You just had to stop by the side of the road, and it took you a while to find the right number of leaves. To finish your situation up. And then they're not going to want to be anywhere near you. Just use the very simple, I am sick. It might be contagious. You say, I don't know if it's food poisoning or something contagious, but I want you guys to find out. Lock and load.
Well, the problem is he's got to go to the warehouse to drop the truck off to get his personal rig.
No, I get it. But he's saying he's texting them, and they'll see on the GPS that he stopped on the side of the road. So they know that this is an emergency. Yeah. What else is he doing on the side of the road?
Well, I was saying just go to the party, do something memorable right away, and then you just Irish goodbye and you get the hell out of there. And then everyone will be talking about something that you did. So they all know you were there.
But it's good. Whatever he does has to be super distracting in the corner, so they're all looking at it so they don't look at his car driving away.
Yeah.
So you need a diversion.
Well, the thing I'm thinking is going to happen is going to be just my luck, because they're doing a company picture, and I feel like as soon as I pull in my pickup truck and I'm heading away, they're going to take the picture, and my truck's going to be in the background leaving.
Well, at least you'll make the picture.
Stick your head out the window.
Yeah, that ain't a bad idea. I'm like, see, I was in it. What are y'all bitching about? Well, hey, all right, before I let you fellas go, because I do have to get down the road, taking a dump on the side of the road been a good idea, but they can see I'm right next to the school, so they probably be like, what the hell were you doing right by the school doing that? But I got a buy, sell, and trade for Charlie.
Yes, please. What do you got?
How much would you give me for a You Betcha canvas vest?
A You Betcha canvas vest, like the one I got hanging in my basement right now? How about I trade you mine for yours?
One doesn't have any... No, yours got plumbing water all over that. I don't want that.
What would I give you? I will give you. You want me to go up? How much is that worth?
Whatever you're gonna say, go up.
Wait, hold on, Charlie. They're on sale right now. Take that into effect.
Yeah.
How much?
$39.99 for a canvas vest. Not too bad.
All right. I will give you.
You're welcome for the plug, Miles.
Thank you very much. You want a new job?
Shit. I mean, you guys have your own truckers delivering stuff?
No, but we can figure it out.
I like the sound of it.
All right, I know what I'm going to give you. I'll give you free tickets. Where do you live again? Where are you at?
I live in Virginia.
Oh. How far away is York, Pennsylvania? I don't have a map.
That's too far to go and too many Eagles fans.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, listen, I'll send you. Are you a Packers fan?
I like the Packers when the Redskins were doing terrible, but now Jay Daniels kind of brought me back.
Are you a fishing fan?
Oh, I love fishing. Actually, you know what, Charlie? Can I buy your old-fashioned online? Because my mom's looking for a good old-fashioned. She can't find nothing she likes.
All right, I'll send you some brandy.
And I end up drinking it all.
How does that sound?
That'd be sweet. I'll pay for it too, buddy.
No, we're doing a trade. You send me Miles's vest. I'm gonna get your address from Jake, and then you see that return address. You send me that vest, all right? And I'll put in the vest I have of Miles's, and I'll sign that sucker.
All right.
Yeah, and I'll put that in a package.
That'd be sweet.
Awesome. Well,
fantastic.
We'll text you for your address, man. And yeah, thanks for calling in. Good luck with the company
thanks for
party.
taking my calls.
Absolutely.
Jesus, I forgot about it for a second. God damn it. All right. Well, love you guys. You guys take it easy. Don't drink too much.
All right. Watch for deer. You either. Good guy.
Great guy. What was his name again? Did he ever tell us? Does it say on there what his name was?
He came out firing, dude.
I love that.
He came out firing.
So on our other podcast, few episodes ago, You Bet Your Radio found Raw podcast to be found. Charlie.
Oh yeah, I've heard of it.
We talked about that a not so fun job, the camaraderie, morale, job site comedian makes it all worth it. I think he's got to be the job site comedian.
Yeah,
he's got to be the morale guy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, you also think too about like building a company and a culture, you know, like, because if you're the head of the company, you're probably like, how do I even do this? You know, but how am I supposed to please that guy? And also Jane, you know, the secretary. And
it turns out if you just pay him more, that's how you do it.
It's right. But then aren't there some people that just like, I don't know. I feel like there's so many opinions in a company, you can't really win. You're always going to have one or the other.
Yeah, you don't start a company to be liked by everyone, Charlie.
I guess that's the case.
Yeah.
I guess that's the case. Anyways, well, should we do another caller?
No, I think that's the end of the episode.
Is that it? Oh, time flies like a banana. Miles, this has been just so much fun. Thank you for making this a very special episode of the Bellied Up podcast.
You're welcome, John.
And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, Miles. Yeah. And to all our listeners, I hope you guys stay smooth, stay fun, and keep her moving.
And tip your bartender.
We'll see
you guys in the next one. Love you guys.
Love you guys.